Once you've completed a couple different online college search quizzes and you've come up with a list of a variety of schools that interest you, it's time to visit those schools and their specific websites. So right now we're going to try researching just a random school. I'm going to go with Vanderbilt University. There we go. Here's the website. Search it up in Google. Now, college websites right now tend to be organized one of two ways. This is, in my opinion, the easiest type of website to navigate. Across the top, you have a variety of options. About gives you a general synopsis of the school. Admissions clearly talks about what's needed to get into the school. Academics will give you information regarding the different majors and academic programs. Research is a very big thing for undergraduate students right now. You can learn about different research opportunities. You can check out the students and what they do for fun. Sometimes this is called student activities, but here it seems to be students. Search up different faculty and staff, and then look at the alumni network and athletic events. So we're going to go with admissions to start. Most likely you want to go with undergraduate admissions. And if you click on that, here we go. They like to present information that they think makes their school attractive. So clearly right now, Vanderbilt is into educational technology. But that doesn't mean that that's always what is going to interest you. So if you go back to admissions, you have a menu. Sorry, I'm on academics. Here we go. We're talking about undergraduate admissions, so we don't need to worry about graduate or professional admissions. Discipline and majors will give you an idea of what you can study, financial aid. We're going to focus on key dates. Key dates tells you about the different admissions policies. This school has early decision 1, early decision 2, and regular decision. There is no early action. It provides important dates for each of the different admissions policies, and this is really helpful. Different majors that have different requirements for admissions, like right here, if you want to major in music, you have to audition, and that's highlighted in blue, which is pretty helpful. Also, it should be noted that application deadlines for regular admissions sometimes differ from deadlines for scholarship applications. So right over here you see merit scholarship applications are also in blue, so pay attention to that as well when you're on an admissions page. Transfer admissions are usually located at the bottom. If we go back up to the top, if you click on apply, it gives you information about how to apply. Here it says there are 4 ways to apply. The common application is listed, which is pretty much the easiest way to go. Some people use the universal college application, but most stick with the common. And then it provides links to those different websites. Vanderbilt's website is really, really well organized. You can take a look again at the different decision plans. They'll talk about the pros and cons of early decision 1, early decision 2, and regular admission. And they give you admissions facts. Lots of times people have questions and they're not even really sure how to get answers to them. So they anticipate your questions by putting them here. You click on a question and you get an answer. So let's take a look at how to arrange a visit. There's a link right here, and this talks about when and how to visit. Schools typically have open house days where they like to showcase all of their assets, but you can go visit a school just on your own anytime. You just have to make arrangements in advance. And of course, you can request information about a school. So let's take a look at academics. I mentioned when we took a look at SCORE and at College Board that when you use these larger college search engines, it's good to keep the search pretty general. Lots of times colleges and universities have different terms for classifying, let's say, a specific academic program than a search engine, which is why if you're looking for a very specific type of program, you'll have a difficult time locating it on one of those search engines. So let's say that you're interested in studying something engineering related. So let's look at the School of Engineering right here. And we're going to look at current undergraduates. Let's see, current graduate students. We'll go with prospective undergraduate students. this is where Vanderbilt summarizes what their engineering department has to offer. And then, of course, they have a link to apply. Engineering applications are handled slightly differently often than regular applications. So it's good to check out, if you're interested in studying engineering, exactly just what kind of testing they want and what kind of coursework they like to see. We're going to go back and take a look at majors and disciplines. I should mention these websites typically divide the academics into two different areas. You can find a list of overall majors and disciplines, but you can also look at how a college is organized in terms of the different schools that exist within the larger umbrella of the university. So Vanderbilt has a College of Arts and Sciences, a School of Music, a College of Engineering, and a College of Education. And then, of course, they have Divinity School, Law School. These are graduate programs, but we're focusing on undergrad. So this time, let's go with major disciplines. Here is a comprehensive list of all the different majors and minors that Vanderbilt offers. And it's a really, really long list. So this gives you very specific data as to what you can study at this particular school. Lots of times when you look at a specific major like biological sciences, you go to that web page and you find that you can specialize in a specific area like molecular or cellular biology, and that within that program there's an honors program. So there are so many options. Just because something appears on the list of majors doesn't mean that that is the sole summary of its existence. There are obviously a lot of different choices that might fall under a specific major. Let's take a look, just for comparison, at a different school. We're going to look at a really small school. Let's look at a very small private liberal arts school that is highly competitive, Swarthmore College. This is truly a liberal arts school. You will not find any pre-professional or technical programs here. So this is Swarthmore College. Population is under 2,000 students. So we're going to look at academics here. Here's the course of study, and you can see this list of majors is significantly shorter than that which is offered by Vanderbilt. So we're going to look at biology. And under biology, you can specialize in biochemistry, biology and educational studies, environmental science, or neuroscience. And those are the four options. That's it. There's nothing else. This is a highly competitive school. The school is just as hard to get into as most of the Ivy League schools. It's really academically rigorous and only accepts top students. And as such, their programs are very, very rigorous. But it should be noted that because it's a smaller school, it has fewer areas of study from which you can choose. Let's take a look, because we didn't do it on Vanderbilt's website, at the student life section. This portion of a website typically tells you what goes on campus. Here we have a link to clubs and activities. Office of Student Engagement is obviously the office that handles clubs and activities. And under a link such as this, you would get a list of all the different extracurriculars that a student can participate in. Here we have support services, academic advising, career services, counseling and psychological services, so on and so forth. And housing and dining, you can get an idea about the different types of housing that are offered in a school. And because it's summer right now while I'm making this, there are no events scheduled, but typically there are a lot of events that are listed. Also, we'll take a look at the athletics link. We have lists of the different sports and camps and clinics. All different kinds of intramurals are located down here. We'll look at intramurals or club sports that are offered. So if you happen to go to this particular school and you're an athlete and you want to have fun, but you're not really ready for the official college team, the NCAA team, you can participate in intramural soccer or basketball or kickball. All kinds of fun stuff is going on this campus. We're going to get out of sports and look at news and events. Here we have general news from Swarthmore, events on campus, and things that are going on musically, extra lectures presented by visiting professors and professors in residence, and additional information about things happening in the community. When you select a school, it's extremely important not just to pick it academically, but also to pick a good place, a place that's a good match for you socially and culturally. So when you look at student activities or student life, and then you check out athletics and news and events, you kind of get a sense for what's going on campus and what the people on this campus care about and what they like to do in their free time, because that's just as important as what you're going to study in school.